What is up? Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. I am caught up on Big Brother. We were going to chat a little bit about Big Brother before we move on to our game playing. In fact, let me do this so that we don't just have the game music in the background forever while we're chatting. I'm better than that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and that feels very loud. Oh yeah, because it is. Okay. Calm down. All right. Let's chat. Let's chat Big Brother and what an unfortunate situation has occurred. I will say watching that competition was interesting, and getting to have like a live gallery reaction from the people watching in the house was interesting. Very funny. I thought it was a clever idea, and maybe they've done this before, but the idea of you are now a giant by giving them a teeny tiny thing to do was an interesting creative choice that I did like. But y'all, what is the problem with the men in this house? You could have stopped the sentence at what is the problem with men, to which there are many answers. But are you eating plastic? Hang on a second. So Tiny Veto has been a staple since BB22, although it was an HOH comp in BB24. Okay. Well, I like it. I think it's funny. I don't like who won, but, that is not a hot take. I think that's everybody's take. And I'm just so frustrated with Jared and his crusade against America. Like, I get it. You are threatened by someone who is willing to throw competitions because you feel like you can't trust that. But the fact that he will take no persuading, no input from his final two with Corey. Also, Corey needs to probably not literally, but I think secretly jump ship from this final two. Granted, he would certainly win against Jared based on my perceptions of everybody's opinions of them in the house. But, I think Jared's toxic to your game, my dude. Because he's just kind of toxic in general. Which is a bummer. Muffin hands? Muffin fingers? Whatever it is. Killed me. I'm glad that they had Sari talk about it too, because when he was talking about it, it sounded like he was just like, oh, I'm just so masculine and my big hands are just so manly and they can't do the little tiny thing. Well, Jared can't say America is targeting my mom as his reason. No, but you can say people in my alliance. Because but ostensibly, Corey and Jared are in the same alliances. Of which there are many. I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know. I don't like it. I didn't love the way that Corey was dealing with it either, though, to be honest. We talked about this the last time we were talking about the show, and Corey throwing America under the bus to save his game feels like a strategy in which it might be a good game strategy, but if you're trying to make this your girlfriend outside the house, I don't know that that's going to work so well for you. It'll be interesting to see what happens with eviction tonight because hi. I was like, how are you up there? Um what? What? I don't have anything for you. Um it feels like every time they present the idea of Cerise flipping the vote, it doesn't happen. And then the next episode, we get a flashback of like watching her going around to flip the votes and then being like, nope, we don't have it. We got to go the other way. I feel like that's happened at least twice already. And I feel like we're getting set up for it to happen a third time. And then Red's going to end up going home anyway. But we'll see. I think they are showing some interesting dynamics in the way that, what am I trying to say? In the way people are feeling towards Red now that Red has broken up with Cameron. And if Jared accomplishes nothing else, splitting them up was probably a really good choice. All the BB couples that have lasted outside the house were always loyal to each other in the house. What? Nick and Vic were a special case because they didn't date in the house. Hey, hello, my 170. How's it going? Are you caught up on Big Brother? Because that's what we're chatting. I got to figure out why she's barking. Okay, even though we've been hanging out all morning, somebody needs some attention. I did not watch last night. I spent my weekend playing Survivor. Yes, I saw you were talking about the, I remember you saying you were going to do it, and it's very cool that you got to meet Leah. I never got to meet Leah, and we both lived in Brooklyn for a while before she moved. As of this morning, the vote has gotten closer than expected. It's looking like a 6-4. That would be interesting. A 6-4 in which direction? I was the fifth one out. I got swap screwed. A thing that doesn't really happen in the game anymore because they don't do swaps. Which I think they should. That's a whole other conversation we can have and will have as we get closer to Survivor time. But I'm sorry that happened to you. That's a bummer. But not a bad standing since I was from out of town. Right, you were saying that you didn't know anybody and other people definitely did know each other from pre-existing relationships. 6-4 to evict Red. I mean, it was so much less complicated when it was Red and Cameron on the block. It was like, get out of here. Gonna be I mean, God, Cameron's just gonna be even more insufferable, I feel like, if Red does go home. Because, like, he's gonna essentially have done that to his friend himself. But I also kind of don't want him to get the satisfaction of Jag going home. I can't stand Cameron. He gives me the ick. Yeah, nobody can stand Cameron. Cameron's the worst. My 170, do you care about being spoiled on what happened in the veto comp last night? Because that is kind of, well, I mean, I guess that's already been talked about in the conversation since you got here. You already know. Okay, yeah. The episode was interesting, but obviously the outcome of the veto is unfortunate. And we'll see what happens. I don't want Jag to go. I also kind of don't really want Red to go now that we've gotten to see him be like an emotional person outside of this messy the trash island that Cameron built, as Red called it. Getting voted out sucked, especially since the person who I was closest to at the time also voted me out. It was rough. That sucks. But sometimes it's like, if the person that you were closest to voted for you, potentially they knew the way the vote was going, and it was like not voting for you wasn't gonna save you and probably would have only hurt their game in the long run. It was 8-2 last night, but this morning Nicole, a person who technically is still in this game, and Felicia woke up wanting to evict Jag. Their reason is he's too close to Matt, Corey, Blue, and America. FBJ and Cam are also voting out Jag. Ugh. I would like not want to be on the same side as what Cam wants to do, and maybe that's an emotional way to play from and not a good strategy, but like, I don't want to work with Cameron. Nobody wants to work with Cameron. Leah said they were very saddened to vote me out. That's basically what happened. But the worst part was that the person who was targeting me would have been out, but at the third tribal, someone quit the game because they had to go to work. What? And had that not happened, we would have gotten that person out. I see. I mean, these are the things you can never predict in a game like Survivor, even in-person minis. Like, were they always gonna have to go to work? Did they not understand the time commitment? I don't understand that. That's wild. Hi, Papa. Yeah, production was not happy about that. I can imagine. So wait, was Leah playing, or was she part of the production team? She was on production. Got it. Well, that's still very cool. I think she was out here, ow. I think she was out here to do a film con, a horror movie con in Boston. I think I saw her talking about that on her stream last week. I don't know exactly when that was going to be, but I know she was going to be out here soon on the East Coast. So maybe that timing worked out well. It was so giddy after the first tribal to be like, I survived the vote. Yeah, I mean, that alone is satisfying, right? It's a good feeling. Also, the Final Fantasy Ultimania added more details to the characters of FF16. The patch update. Or wait. What is what? I actually led that vote because I put a target on the person's back because they were away for a while, and I planted seeds of mistrust. Never be away from camp at the beginning. Oh, Ultimania is Square Enix's, or as a streamer that I was watching the other day said, Squeenix's lore book. Okay. Got it. Don't eat a rubber band, please. Please, no. Off. Saddle. Yes. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, that's the Big Brother update. Tonight we have the eviction. We'll see what happens. What's the situation with Felicia's game? Because when we last talked, somebody said she was tanking her game this week, and I don't understand, didn't and still don't understand how that happens when you're not even in a position of power, right? But you're in the dominant alliance. Just like, be chill. Alright, sorry gang, I gotta fix something. My curtain kept getting caught in like the air conditioner filter, which didn't seem great, so. Okay, that's our reality TV update for the moment. Shall we hop on over to some Final Fantasy? Of course, we can always chat more Big Brother along the way. Her game is weakened if she lands on the other side of a 6-4 vote. Her main problem is that she tells people info that she shouldn't. For example, she will mention Legend 25 in front of non-Alliance members. And that's extra dumb because Legend 25 is like a fake-ass alliance. Like, Felicia has better alliances than Legend 25, so why bother? Why bring that up at all? The new cast for Survivor was revealed. Yeah, it dropped, I think it dropped yesterday. I posted some links in the Discord. I listened to Mike and Rob's real quick cast preview that they put out yesterday. I finished that this morning. Johnny Fairplay is hosting a watch party with Jesse, and you'll be attending. I hope you have a good time. I do not want to engage in anything that Johnny Fairplay has anything to do with. I think he is not a great dude, and I no thank you. No thank you for me. But I hope you have fun. I will be at the New York RHAP events, which are like soon already. The first week of October. I will be there at those things. I'll be at Bryson Wen on Tuesday, and then at the Live Know-It-Alls on Wednesday. We'll see if I do. It's been a minute since I've been able to go to the like local watch parties every week since I've been working. But now that I'm not working, it's something I could do. I have to request an early out from work to catch a train. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on if it's your kind of thing and if it's worth the time off work. It's easier for me since A, I'm not working, and B, I get invited to go. That helps. But I just have to start and end early. Well, it's nice that you have that flexibility. That makes it even easier. All right, well, we'll see what happens tonight. I hope Felicia is okay. I mean, not that she could go home, but I guess it all depends on what happens with HOH next week then. All right, let's roll on over here.